All right, guys, this is Emmett, the Alpha Builder. And I just decided to shoot this quick video. And really, guys, to be honest with you, these videos that I shoot are really like a log. It's like a log. If any of you guys were in the military, you know, the captains had a log. He kind of gives a detailed discussion about each day and how each day went and what went on. And so it's a log for me. But guys, we're getting ready to get started. As you see right here, we got this thing graded. But I have some nice equipment here, guys. I have this thing right here. It's called a zip. This is like a zip, whatever it's called. One of my business partners let me borrow his. But this right here takes elevations. Instead of me coming out here and doing, instead of me coming out here and setting up a tripod and I'm beep, 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 and all this kind of stuff, I just pull this little thing right here out. You got this little cord that you pull out right here. Let me see if I can get it. Well, anyway, you pull this right here out, and this right here, this thing right here takes all of my elevations. And I can take this thing, has a rope on it, has about 150 feet rope on it, a cord on it. So I can just set it right here, and I can zero myself in right here, and I can see what all the elevations are gonna look like, especially when it comes down to getting up here. So the purpose of me having to know these things is because, we're gonna get the footing in, but the one thing that we need to do is know how high the walls need to be, because I need to know, because look like in the back, we're gonna have to shrink the size of the windows. You know, the windows, we can step the walls down a little bit, but we're not gonna have any, the windows are not gonna be as big as they were in the back. So I need to know these things, to know the elevation, so I can make sure when I order the windows, I get that right. Guys, I also have my tape measure here, guys. I make sure I have a steel tape measure so it won't stretch a little bit. But guys, I come out here, I got the plans right here. I'm gonna make my notes here, and I'm gonna make sure this house is set the way it needs to be set, or it's sitting, because at the end of the day, if anything goes wrong, it's gonna fall back on the builder. And as a builder, you gotta own it. If you're not used to owning problems, it's gonna be very difficult for you to be a builder, guys. But I gotta make sure it's done right, guys. I do not trust my subcontractors. I know a lot of these builders today, man, all they do is they're kind of like, they just go out and get a whole bunch of subcontractors and just let them be. Just let them do it. Do it the way they're gonna do it. And this is why they have a lot of problems toward the end, because what happens is that subcontractors is really only concerned about what they're doing. They're not concerned about the whole grand scheme of things, the whole house itself, and how everything is going to play into building the whole house itself, and how everybody else individual part come together to create one unit, and that's that house. And so, guys, you don't want to, I'm not saying that you can't trust any of the subcontractors. Like, say, for instance, the guy that did the excavation here, he's actually a builder too. And the good thing about him is you have a second set of eyes that's looking at it, that's coming from a builder point of view and an excavator point of view. But at the end of the day, I'm going to be the one that makes the decision on how this thing is going to lay out and how things are going to be on this house. I'm the one to say, hey, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to override, a lot of his, well, not a lot of his decisions, but I will override their decisions if I don't see it's going to work with the grand scheme of what I'm trying to do. Because a lot of times these guys don't know that this right here is the field line area. Just like on my guy that came out here and did this, he didn't know that this right here was going to be the field line area, because we already had all this stuff engineered, months before he came out here. So he gave his opinion, but I said, hey, no, we're going to do it this way. And I sent him the plans to make sure he's on page. So guys, you can't trust your subcontractors at that. Well, you can trust them, but guys, ultimately, you got to make a decision. You as the builder has got to make the call, and you got to have the proper equipment to come out here and do a lot of things. These right here, this stuff just makes my job a whole lot easier. But you better be sitting down here taking points, making sure you have the right elevation, making sure the house is going to look right. And another thing, you got to be able to see this house from day one. When I flip these plans over, look at the elevation plan, I have to be able to stand right out here at this street and actually feel and see this house come together, guys. I have to be able to walk through this house while there's nothing here, but I can feel this house. You got to be able to do that, guys. And then all you doing is you taking what's in your mind and you putting it on paper, and you taking that what's on paper and you translating it into the physical world so that all your subcontractors can understand what it is that they need to do. That's why you have a plan. So this is what we're gonna do, guys. So we're gonna come out, I'm gonna come out here and make sure he got everything done. So that's the first thing you wanna do. Make sure you got your field line area. And now I'm gonna have my septic guys gonna come out here and look at this right here to make sure he got what he needs, okay? We also have a secondary field line areas at the top up here. But now, if you use that one, you gotta pump. That's what, we don't wanna pump anything in this basement area. We want everything. Guys, anytime you're dealing with septic and just plumbing and any kind of flow of water or sewer or anything like that, the best way to do it, builders, the best way to do it is gravity fed. Let gravity, let nature do what it's gonna do. Gravity fed has been working for billions of years. So keep it going, it still works. And so I went make sure my septic stuff is intact. So I got to get him to come out here and look at this, make sure he's okay with it. And then once he's okay with it, everything looks good, which I know it looks good because we did everything based on the plans that we had for the septic approval. But then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put some tape and some flags out here, and I don't want any of my subs to fool with this area. They're not gonna fool with this area right here. We're gonna keep this off limit from the subcontractor. You ain't driving no cars and skid steers and all that kind of stuff. No, we're not gonna put any of that stuff over in this area, man. And I got cameras, I can see them. So if they mess that up, I'm gonna back charge them. So this is what we got, guys. And then, so the next thing you wanna do is so the next guy you're gonna call, we got this thing where, we got it cut out the way we need it cut out. So the next guy I'm gonna call, it's not my footings guy. It's gonna be my surveyor. So my surveyor is gonna come here, and he's gonna place this house, and he's gonna make sure we meet our setbacks, which is about 15 feet from side to side. We can actually go 10 feet as long as we're 15 feet on the other side, which we may have to push it over a little bit more. I just don't know. But I think this right here is gonna work the way it's gonna work. So we're gonna have him to come out here and set the four corners of the house. So he'll be doing that in the next day or two. Maybe Wednesday, what's the date? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday or something. Then I'm gonna come out here, I'm gonna look at it. Then I want the homeowner to come out here and look at it so he can kind of get a visualization of where his house is gonna go. So then at that point, I've already scheduled the footings guy for Monday. You don't want to rush this thing, guys. So the footings guy is going to be set up for Monday. And once the footing guy does his thing, we get the footing out here, we're going to get the wall guys to come out. Now, these walls are not, we may have a couple of sections of walls to go up 10 feet, but it's going to step down a little bit. So that the whole thing is not going to be, I may even have some of the front portion will be walls too, maybe about 2 feet of walls to make sure that we don't have anything weird going on. But this is kind of what you want to do, guys. You got to get out here and get your game plan together first, guys. And you got to be able to see it. All right, guys, I just want to do this quick video. And guys, this is the way.